Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the Garmin Tactix Charlie and can it survive basic training. Alright, so first off, I apologize for not having this video out sooner. I've been caught up with school and a bunch of other stuff. I just haven't had time to actually sit down and make a video for you guys, but I'm going to try and push it out because I know I said I was going to do it and a bunch of people had follow-up questions like about this watch, and you know, for the price, I understand why. Alright, so we're going to get right into it. So I finished up basic training at Fort Benning this summer as an infantryman, and I actually was able to wear this. Now, in the beginning, I wasn't able to wear it. We actually got our watch privilege taken away. So for the first 4 weeks, we couldn't wear watches, so no one knew what time it was. And yeah, you can already imagine how that was going. But once we did get it back, I was able to use it, and charging it, you know, I kind of just sat by my locker and I'd go over my notes and things like that from the day, clean my rifle, and I would charge my watch in the wall. But I only had to charge it once a week. It wasn't really too bad. So getting right into this thing, here we go. This looked good. What I did like about this was it had an alarm, and that was really nice because I could set an alarm quickly. I knew how to do it. It's really simple to do. And because of that, you know, you can always wake up on time, wake up early, try and sneak in a nap. You can throw the alarm on there and try and sneak in a nap real quick. So that was a really nice feature that I like, and I know almost all the Phoenix lineup have that. Most watches have alarms, but it's just little things like that that actually help improve. Because I know the Suunto Traverse Alpha did not actually have an alarm setting. It had an alarm, but that was just for bad weather and sunrise and sunset. But you couldn't set a wake up alarm on here. So second was land nav. So this does have GPS on here, and you can put up to a 10-digit grid on here. Well, it requires you to put a 10-digit on. So basically, if you're doing land nav with 8 digits, just add a 0 on there. But that does help with land nav. I didn't actually end up using it because that is cheating. But on FTX, they never said that we couldn't. So I may or may not have used it on FTX, but not on the actual land nav test, of course. So for ruck marches too, you're able to track your distance on ruck marches. And that's nice, especially when they say you're doing a 9-mile ruck and it turns out to be a 12-mile ruck. You know, you're kind of looking at your watch, looking at your friend, you're like, this isn't 9 miles, boys. But it is what it is. Also, the O course. You were able to time yourself on the O course. Now, almost every watch has a stopwatch feature. But the reason that this one is actually nice is when it gets all dirty and sandy and stuff like that, you can just easily wipe it off. It's not like the inset screen like the ones that you buy while you're at basic training where the dirt and stuff kind of gets stuck on there. It's hard to get off. You can really just rub it right off right away. So another thing, just having a watch on, nice, good for time hacks, things like that. Another feature that I touched on was I actually was able to use the night vision feature and actually try the night vision feature out. And what it does is it turns off the heart rate on the back so you don't have any of the green lights flashing at night. And it dims your screen down so that when you push the buttons on here, let's see, it doesn't light up like that. So it'll be nice and dark when you're doing nighttime land nav and things like that while you're under night vision goggles. And it's actually super easy to see. I was surprised. It was really super clear, easy to see, and I really enjoyed it. Especially when we're doing our night operations, FTX, things like that. Now the bad, you can see that there are some chips on here, and you know this is just normal wear and tear. This watch has been through quite a bit now, but you can see the scratches and things like that along the side, and that kind of sucks a little bit. But I mean, you can always just kind of paint over it with some black paint, but it does chip a little bit when you start going over the rocks and things like that. Same with the scratches. There's no scratch on the glass if you look. 0 scratches on the glass, which I would expect because it is a sapphire glass, so I mean it's not going to scratch, but you can see the bezel got fucked up, but the actual glass itself is good. Now, what does suck is the sweat in the band. So when you're at basic, obviously you can't wash the band after each workout. It gets hot, you're sweaty. This silicone, when it gets all sweaty in the band, it starts to rub on your skin. It gets some really bad chafing on your skin, and it really sucks. Like, it starts to almost like burn around your skin a little bit. Let me see. You can kind of see on my wrist here where it normally is. It's like a little pink. Kind of see that. It's still recovering from when I was down there, and that does suck. So if you are wearing this, I would say have your Canteen or your Camelback. If you do bring it to basic training, just wash the band as much as you can to kind of get that sweat off, because that salt sticks on here and it does suck. It does hurt. Heat. So this does have a thermometer on it, so you can kind of see the heat when you're out there. This does get really hot. It doesn't affect it at all. Like, it doesn't ruin the watch or anything, but it does get hot as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. When you're out on the gun range and things like that, and you're sitting there and the sun's beating down, this will heat up. Same with the cold. Now, it wasn't really ever cold, I'd say, in Fort Benning, but up in Vermont, where I live right now, I'm doing training, and we were on a 12-mile ruck. It was 30 degrees outside, I think, and this got really cold. It started to turn my hand a little bit purple, just like right around here where this metal was contacting my skin. Now, you can obviously throw this underneath your like waffle top or something like that to keep it a little bit warmer, but it does get pretty cold too, just because it's the titanium bezel and metal around it. But yeah, I mean, I'd still say that this is one of the best watches I've ever had. I recommend it to anyone who's looking for a military watch, especially. I'm trying to go to airborne school this summer, so if I do go, I'll be able to give you guys that airborne feature. Let me see if I can find it here. Let's see. So yeah, here we go. The Jump Master. I'll be able to see how this works for you guys, and actually see if I can put out a video on the Jump Master settings and things like that. Now, I'm sorry this video is pretty dry, pretty bland, but I'm going to try to improve a little bit. I recently got a mountain bike, and I've been mountain biking up here in Vermont a lot. It's a lot of fun, so I'm going to put out a video about mountain biking, because this watch actually connects to my mountain bike, and when I go mountain biking, it tells me my speed and all these other like power out, power put, and all that stuff, because it connects to my bike. So I can put out a video about that. If you guys are also into mountain biking too, I can do a video on my bike. I got the Specialized Turbo Levo. So we can always put out a video about that. But thank you guys for supporting the channel. I'm going to put out a mountain biking video hopefully within the next 2 weeks or so. So if you guys want to see one, put it in the comments. Also, if you have questions specifically about this watch, I know you guys really haven't asked a lot of questions. If you have questions, ask. I'll answer them. Any questions you got, I'll answer them to the best that I can. Or even if there's a lot of you having the same question, I could put a video out about it. But just let me know. And thanks for supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.